Now to other issues of national concern. Many of our compatriots have been wondering why we were largely quiet during the recent crisis at the legislature. It appears that some of them did not understand us when we spoke in 2018 and again in 2019. We said then that the legislature was the most useless branch of government. When we said that we were not being uncouth or unpatriotic as some believed. Everybody knows. Since the second half of the last century, what we call the National Legislature has largely been a national liability. Why would an impoverished nation spend millions annually on a group of people whose job could be perfectly done by a blind and crippled couple sitting somewhere at the presidency? Give the handicapped couple a stamp, a rubber stamp, with some ink for refilling, and they will do perfectly for less than $1,000 per month what we pay legislators to do for millions of dollars. I'm saying from top man to this day, the legislature has been either a rubber stamp body or an obstacle to progressive actions. From being a national liability, that body evolved in recent years into a national embarrassment. Today, it is fair to say that our national legislature has become a national tragedy. Owing to recent developments, however, some of our compatriots believe that the issues at the legislature have been resolved. We completely disagree. Those issues that have bedeviled the national legislature for decades cannot be resolved until the legislature as we know it is completely dissolved. Those issues that have bedeviled the national legislature for decades cannot be resolved until the legislature as we know it is completely dissolved. In other words, rather than seek resolution of the never-ending crisis, we must now push for the dissolution of the entire matter. Moving forward, we will support a citizen movement to dissolve the national legislature and replace it with something more relevant, more economical, and more effective in fostering democratic participation. We must be quick to add that our problem is not simply that of legislative malfunction. The entire governance system needs an overhaul. Former British Prime Minister Harold Macmillan said once that the wind of change was blowing across Africa. Today there's a new awakening among many young people on the continent. They believe in democracy, but they are fed up with both the bureaucratic bottlenecks and the leakages that often characterize democratic rule. They want bold, progressive actions that will transform their lives. That is why they seem less interested in how a person gets into power than they are in what a leader does with power. Your Excellency, distinguished dignitaries, fellow Imams, today we take another step into a promising future, not only for the National Imam Council of Liberia, but for the nation as a whole. In the next couple of days, Imams from across this country will deliberate on issues of religious leadership, national identity, interreligious collaboration, national development and peace, among others. It is our hope that the resolutions from these discussions will be significant contributions to our march as a nation into a great future. Together, we can build a nation united in body and spirit with liberty and justice for all. Assalamu alaikum.
At-Takbir! At-Takbir!